presented by Scott Credit Union. Your St. Louis
Fan Report. Dos Fadanya, MFers. Aloha and mahalo. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, a Russian Hawaiian Blue fan. Saying aloha and mahalo, and let's have some fun as it's a Sunday showcase. Got our buddy from Minnesota, Ian, saying, hey, Guy, can't stay for long, but I wanted to tell you I understand your injury. So 9 players out for mini right now. It has been brutal. Yes, sir. On the bright side, because Iowa Wild are able to beat the Bruins and the Cat. Yeah. Hey, buddy, we've been there, man. We had the St. Louis Thunder Blues for a while. So we get you, man. We get you. Absolutely. Guy, wearing this is a hat that I got in Vladivostok, Russia. Yes, it doesn't fit. It was traded back in 1993, right? 93, almost 30 years ago. I wore that in honor of our Russian buddies there. Ashley should be along here shortly. I know she was doing a dash or two, and she'll be here when she can. I'm looking forward to this game with Dallas. It is Bennington versus Holtby, right? You have 2 of the last 3 Stanley Cup winning goalies going after each other. So I'm highly anticipating this matchup. It's the Blues have proven that they can play together. And as long as they can play together, it's going to be the style of play that we wanted. And let me welcome in Slapshot. Hey, Slapshot, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You did the white balance.
I tried.
No, it's better.
Yeah, I turned down the brightness a lot.
Yeah, I can see some pinkish in there. So not bad, not bad. Are you ready for a Sunday showcase?
Oh, absolutely.
See what I got?
Yeah, buddy. You remembered.
Yep, I got it today. I wore it today. Also wearing my birthday shirt.
Oh, that's nice. I like that one.
And my birthday hat. Military style birthday hat. I'm excited about today's game. I really am.
I am too.
Bennington against Holtby. Dallas is in that area where they're trying. Oh yeah, I seen that. We'll talk about that here in a second there, Chris. That was funny. Excuse me. Dallas is trying to get themselves back into the game, and they've got a long road to hoe. They really need to beat the Blues. Mm-hmm. Yet the Blues are sitting in this really tough fight for the top 4 spots. I mean, it's not the wild card team, the number 1 wild card team in the West is going to be as good as most top teams in other leagues.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that's something to think about. That's how tough this game is. Oh, John, you can kiss my you-know-what, my friend. Chris Saki brings up a really interesting thing. There was a in reaction yesterday, and I had it, and I tried to bring it up, but I'm not sure I should. Brad Marchand is telling Pat Maroon that he owns him, and then he mouths, I effing own you. And Pat Maroon, without missing a beat, turns around, I got 3 Stanley Cup rings. How many you got?
That's great.
I mean, it reminds me of Patrick Waugh and Jeremy Roenick, right?
I think you should totally show it.
I maybe. I got to see if I can find it again. I might have one of the intermissions, but it was good. You know, it was really good. And basically, it goes to show you what Marchand is. Mm-hmm. You know, it really does. And by the way, if you care, you share. Get the show shared out. Let people know. John, thank you for your thumb in the air. We really appreciate that. Remember, this show is about you, right? Your comments, your opinions are just as important as ours. We want them. We want them here. They help us out. they move the show along, and as soon as I say that, two people say screw you and drop out. Chris says Berube has 4 lines today. Hey, Chris, check your messenger. I sent you something you might really like. Ashley knows what I sent him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think he'll appreciate that.
I think he will
just
too.
Just like I do. So let's get into what I'm talking about, and let's take a look at today's numbers. Are you ready for the numbers?
Bring it.
Bring it. Let me figure out how this works here. I ate a little fast. I had some. Didn't sleep really good last night, so as some of you may know, I possibly been exposed to COVID, so I have to sleep separately, and slept on a twin mattress on the floor in the living room, and it was a little cold last night, so I woke up a couple of times. So, is what it is. You deal with what you got to deal with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let us look at the numbers here today. Bring that up. So where am I at? What am I? Okay. So goal streaks, no active goal streaks. Justin Falk's on an assist streak. Point streaks. Kairu's on a 4-game point streak. So is Krug, and so is Falk. Falk's on a 2-game one. Dallas has some guys on a streak. Oh man, I ain't even gonna pronounce that. Gorilov is on a 2-game goal streak. Klingberg and Heskin is on assist streaks. Klingberg's on a 6-game. We gotta stop that. And then point streaks, you've got a 3-gamer, a 5-gamer, and 2 6-gamers. Robinson and Klingberg there. Time to stop that. Excuse me. Let's look at the big numbers. The ones that I like is right here. Last 10, Dallas is 5-5. St. Louis is 7-2-1. One of those ones don't count because the referees made sure that was on that number. 1-goal games, they're 9-3-2. We are 4-4 and 3-goal games. I think that's more important. They're 7-7 and we're 11-2. Considering the last 3 games have gone 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Opponent scoring first. 3-8-1 for Dallas. 10-5-1 for the Blues. 10-5-4 for the Blues. Right? Mm-hmm. And the next number really leaps out to me. Opponent scoring first. 3-8-1 for in this league, and we've seen a lot of this. When the opponent jumps out first, teams don't come back very well. Right? Mm-hmm. But you look at St. Louis, opponent scoring first, 10-5. It's even. Right?
Yep.
10-5-4, 10-5-1. It doesn't matter whether they give up the first goal or not. They know how to play and win. Right? They gave up the first goal against Minnesota. Mm-hmm. They gave up the first goal against the Capitals. Right? Mm-hmm. I think they gave up. Did they give up the first goal against Pittsburgh or not?
No, they scored first.
We scored first against that one. Right? I think we were lead. Yeah, we were up 3-1. Yeah, we scored first in that one. But this is a team that can come back. That faced adversity and comes back. The first period, leading after one, they're 12-2-0. We're 8-1-2, trailing after one. Again, here we go. They're 1-6-0. We're 5-2-1. That bodes well. I mean, you've got Hopi. Hopi's a Stanley Cup winning goalie. He can definitely stop shots, right? Mm-hmm. He's that kind of goalie. He can take things out. Docky says matinee game and the Blues normally fall flat, so I'm kind of worried. I'm not this season. I haven't seen it as much this season as I have in the past, with them falling flat on a matinee game. I don't know. I think that we're gonna see a little bit better team than we normally see. Trying to get my lighting a little better so I look as bright as Shot does this morning. Right?
Yeah, this is with my brightness turned down.
Yeah. Yeah, she got a new a webcam, a used webcam, and we were working on it last night, and I was like, bright light, bright light, bright light. I was waiting for the gremlins to start popping off of my back. So this is a little bit better. See,
Yeah.
that's not bad impromptu, is it?
No, that was good.
Right, right. What are we going to see today?
Yeah, I believe we have a very bad Sunday streak. We don't seem to win on Sundays.
Well, I don't know. I know we've had more than one day game this year, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And I think we lost it. But I'm just talking in general. Sundays are a bad game. In
Yeah,
fact, I might want to take this off because last time I wore this, we lost. But I was eating before I came on, so
yeah. I had Reese's Pieces cereal before we came on, so that's not seeing Terra. You think that would be a big, huge loss, but it's not.
I mean it is, but it's not because they can rally. We have depth.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not just the depth; it's that the pieces work together so well that if a piece comes out, it doesn't change the overall cognition of the game.
Yeah, and I mean
Right?
he'll probably be back. I want to say our next game's Thursday, and I fully expect him to be back then.
Oh, they got that long between games?
Yeah, we have 3 days off between.
Wow, we haven't 3 days off in a while. Well, at least recently we have, but prior to that, we weren't getting days off for nothing.
Yeah, we're a little bit more spread out for the month of January than we usually are.
I'm trying to pull this up here real quick. And yeah, I think some of that has to do with what do you call it? The Olympic scheduling that they expected to happen that's not happening now.
While guys looking that up, I'll go ahead and answer this question. You can find us on the Hawaii Blues Fan Clan, or you can find us on our St. Louis Blues groups on Facebook,
Or directly my page.
or directly
Guy
from
Bensing.
Guy Bensing.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, we got Seattle on Thursday. Or no, we don't. We played Nashville Monday. Oh, wait a minute. I'm far down. Okay, here we go. Dum, give me gum. So on Thursday the 13th, we have Seattle. Then on Saturday the 15th, we have the Maple Leafs in our building. And then on this Monday the 17th, Pronger Retirement Night. And then on the 21st, we fly to Seattle, and we end up playing Seattle. We have a West Coast, Western Canada swing with Seattle, Vancouver, and Calgary Flames. Oh man, couldn't have drank that Coke this morning. Actually, normally, see, I've got the worst stomach in the world. If you're tested negative, oh well, that's good. That means Vladdy said in a post that he's symptomatic, though. Okay, so he's got to wait. He's got to wait the 5 days. Oh, so they're showing. So kids have been doing this now. Hockey teams, they're coming out to games, and especially they're at the arena in Centene, coming out in beachwear.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of those now. But then there was one, oh, we didn't do that good. Let's do it again. Shut up. Shut up. Just do it. Don't make it a big scene, The Blues didn't. That was the thing. They didn't make it a scene. If they had made it a scene, they'd have told people. Right? They just did it. And I said my stomach, I've got GERD really bad. And from my time in the service. And usually when I get really upset stomach, the only thing that settles it down, like a Coke or tomato soup or things that you would say don't eat because it's acidic, settles me down.
Yeah, I can get that way at times too.
Yeah, so what should the players be penalized if they break COVID rules on the road? I don't know. That hasn't happened this year? I know last season.
I think he's kind of going to the Evander Kane because he was in the AHL. He had COVID in December and apparently violated the quarantine rules while he had COVID and traveled.
Yeah, well,
so he was put on unconditional waivers for
It was for
contract termination.
release. Yeah. That's what his penalty was. We're done with you.
Yep.
Right? We're done with you. And his time in the NHL is over.
Yeah.
God, I tell you what, if anybody's going to Pronger Night, if you can pick me up one of those banners, because I know people, what's really pisses me off is how many people leave those things behind.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you can get me one, please pick me one up. I would love it, man. I know Shocky's going. I'm pretty sure he'll do it for me. Kane is done in the NHL. I don't see a team bringing him back. There's no way you want that drama. You can't have that drama in the locker room. You just can't. And Shy, thank you for sharing us out. We really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to this game because I want to see what the role players do tonight. Right? Mm-hmm. Dallas is a team that has given us fits. But we beat them the last two times. The last two times they had injuries. Now they've got Hintz back. Rope Hintz is the thorn in our side. Right? When that dude is on the ice, he's going to F some stuff up. Right?
Well, Hintz was back in the last game we played.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. I thought he wasn't back for that one.
No, he was back.
Okay.
Because Lance had to correct me because I thought he was out because it was the home and home. And he corrected me and said that Hintz would be in that second game.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, well, then let's just keep him out because, he reminds me of an E4 saying, watch this shit. Ooh.
Oh, you are gassy today. But no, with how we handled Ovechkin, I'm pretty sure that as long as they keep on him, they can handle one good player.
Sweet.
That was
sweet.
That
was sweet. I think Ovechkin walked back in the locker room, sat down, and said, "What the F just happened?"
Well, Toronto also kept him at bay. He didn't get or maybe he got an assist, but he didn't have very many shots. He didn't get a goal. It was not a good game for him.
I think the Blues laid down some rules there and some law and said, "This is how you do it. Put a stick out there. Get a stick in his way. Don't let passes get to him."
I'm not sure if you read about this, but I do want to take a moment to, mention Teddy Balkind. He was a high school kid that died playing a hockey game. Several NHL teams have posted their condolences. There's sticks out for Teddy.
I've seen some of that. I didn't know the whole thing that happened.
Apparently, he fell on the ice, and opposition couldn't stop and cut his neck with their skate on accident.
Oh, okay.
And the poor kid was a sophomore in high school. My heart goes out to his family. It's really sad for the hockey community.
Yeah, it is. And unfortunately, at the speed of this game is now, right? You ever go? You want to know? We talk about speed of the game. If you want to understand the speed of this game, go watch video from the '60s. Mm-hmm. Go watch video from the '80s. Go watch. You can find the Monday Night Miracle. Go watch that game. Go watch that game from 1986. And I'll tell you what, it looks like the guys are standing still.
Yeah.
Right? The game is so much faster. These guys are bigger, faster, stronger. Right? And that's what it is. And this was going to happen because it's happened before. In fact, a lot of people don't know this. The All-Star game started as a benefit for a player who got his head wrapped into the post, because back then the posts were straight; they weren't breakaway, and basically almost lost his life and was in a concussion or in a coma for a while. That's how the All-Star game started.
Yep.
Right. So when you think about that, this game, you're going to have injuries. You're going to have gruesome injuries. We've seen guys get a skate blade cut and that. Not only that, my condolences go out to Joel Edmondson and his family. His father finally succumbed to cancer just before the game we played the other day. I know he's been dealing with that. He's been out with that. He's been out with an injury. At least they say an injury. I don't know if it's an injury or dealing with his family, his father and that. Really, sad to see, but, unfortunately, life goes on. It's part of life. Mm. And I'm not trying to equate what I'm dealing with. I'm in a COVID situation right now. I don't think I have it, but I more than likely am a carrier of it right now. So I've got to watch what I'm doing. I got to mask up, and somebody's got to leave the house, right? We both can't get stuck in the house, so someone's got to go do little shoppings and things like that. So I got to deal with that, and everyone's dealing with something, and that's just part of life, and we appreciate that. Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point, right? Don't forget about the kid who did it. That kid's gonna feel like
he's gonna feel like crap. That isn't even giving it the right word. It's just terrible because it was definitely unintentional, and
you never do everything you can. The blue. Ryan Green, our buddy Ryan, says the Blues are 13-3-2 at home. Dallas on the road is 4-9-1. Dallas is 5-5 in the last 10, but we won the last 4 in a row. But they've won the last 4 in a row. What are each of your 3 keys to the first period? Ooh, good man. Good question. How about this? Instead of your 3, you do a key, I'll do a key, and then we'll do a final key together.
Okay.
So your first key
is going to be keeping it simple.
How did I know that was coming? Well, explain.
I mean, you got to continue to do what we've been doing, which is going back to basics, basic hockey. Don't try and get too fancy or you're going to mess up. If you keep it simple, there's less of a chance that you're going to make those mistakes.
Cycle, baby. Just cycle. Right? And I saw Washington come in and cycle that puck. And when they did, be quiet. And when they did, you could see the frustration in the Blues. But then the Blues turned around and did it to them. Mm-hmm. Cycle. You have to cycle the puck. You've got to get that puck moving around. And when you get the puck moving, this is the thing. Watch your lanes, right? Get your puck cycling, watch your lanes, and you're going to score goals, right? And I think our third one we can kind of go together. I'm going to kind of pop this out and see what you think. Get the defense active in the offense.
Yes.
Right? We saw against the Capitals, Krug score a goal. We saw Falk with a beautiful shot. We saw Mikkola up there. We saw Mikkola John with Tom Wilson and just skate on by.
That was one of my favorite Mikkola moments. I just love his tenacity, but he's also smart enough not to let somebody like him get to him.
Okay, here's our lineup. So Riley with Barbashev and Bushnevich, Thomas with Shin and Kyrou, Sundqvist with Saad and Perron, and Bozak with Brown and Costin. My line of the night is the fourth line. The fourth line gets at least a point. I think that line against this team can get a point, and I think it's going to be very, very important to get that point from that fourth line tonight.
It is. It's very important that we get that point. It'll also just show everyone how cohesive they are, that we are running 4 lines, and they are very good, solid 4 lines.
Sorry, I'm late. Was trying to do errands, get errands done before the game. Yeah, I think Ashley was too.
No, I chose to sleep.
Yeah, no, for me, this one, 2 power play goals and give up 0 PK. That we slipped. I think we're third. The first 3 teams are like minute, like a tenth of a point between them in the power play, and I think in a penalty kill, we're still in the top 10. I know we slipped a little bit.
Yeah, I think we were 9th last time we looked.
Let's see here. We are 8th overall in the penalty kill and 3rd in the power play. They're 5th in the power play, but they're 19th in the penalty kill. Right? I say to use that.
Yeah.
Use that advantage. Get in there and do it. And then on the road, they're 11th. In the road they're 16th. They're not. They've given up 9 goals and 44 attempts. Their power play on the road is 11th in the NHL. So they drop. So it's the home that's giving them all. The Blues, they're 3rd at home, 3rd overall, 3rd at home, 2nd on the road. So their power play is good all the way around. right?
Yes.
Our penalty kill is this is funny. 8th overall, 11th on the home, and 10th on the road. Yeah, it's got you scratching your head there a little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Huh? That don't make sense. But that's the way it is, I guess. And that's from teams that are either really, really good at home and really bad on the road, or vice versa. Where we're consistent, we're 84.1 at home and 82.4 on the road.
Yeah.
So we're consistent. We're right there. It's not like there's this huge gap. And that's the thing. Even in the our home penalty kill is the only thing that's down a little bit. Mm-hmm. So we're 29.6 overall, 28.3 at home, and 31.1 on the road. This is a I said this, and Ashley, you saw this even before I did. Everyone wants somebody to pound Ben. Was that Ben that put his glove in Petro's face?
I think it was.
Yeah, so since that happened, everybody done. Got a few more minutes to game time. Man, that show went quick.
Yes, it sure did.
For me, this comes down to, this is a good hockey team. Ashley, you saw it preseason, and even better than I did.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, they are just gelling. They have more cohesion than I've seen in years. Even before we won the cup, whenever we started to mesh, I don't think we had this much chemistry.
Yeah, no, this is the depth was there, but it was questionable depth. Mm-hmm. It's no longer questionable, and because it's no longer questionable, we're seeing what we're seeing now, and the depth that we have just keeps proving itself day after day. I mean, you look at some of the guys that we sent down, you're going, why'd you send them down? Walker.
Yeah.
Right? Walker can play in the NHL.
He absolutely can.
Right? Walker, if he was on a worse team, would be up.
Yeah. And I can't pronounce his name to save my life, but Torp, he did really well too. I like his physical game. He would make a great fourth liner for many teams in this league.
Oh, yeah. He might even be a third line on some teams.
Yeah, but he's got such a great physicality to his game that...
The penalty killer, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing. We've got one of the better penalty kills in the league. Why do we need it? So our depth is pushing, and this bodes well. We'll talk about this at the intermission. I can't think of his name now, the defenseman from Dallas that said he wants out. This is an audition game.
Yeah.
This is an audition game.
I think it's Klingberg.
Huh?
Is it Klingberg?
Yeah, Klingberg. This is an audition game. I really think, I know I don't want him, but I know that Army might be looking at him. And not only that, Dallas might be looking at Husso. I know Husso's not starting today, but Husso put his audition on yesterday. So let's see what happens today.
I agree.
Russia, our Russians. Oh, we'll show this. And you can bring you might want to bring your daughters in because I know you got one that loves this. I'll kind of talk about this on one of the intermissions, right? Well, you know what, Kevin? Hold on a sec. All right. We don't have the life. If I worked for a company and I if I worked for a company and I gave it everything, and they just kind of wouldn't talk to me or lowballed me, I'd be pissed off too. Right? Game picks and scores. You go, Ash.
I'm really liking the Blues' chance tonight, or this afternoon, I guess you'd say. I'm gonna go 4-1 Blues.
Yeah, how can you not? 4-1.
Yeah.
I mean, the last three have been there, so I'll be there. Kevin, I don't. We'll talk about this more. I don't think that you can say that he's. No, I think he has a right. I think that he's in his fair game on that. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, the game's just about on. It's going to be a good one. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Ashley Slapshot Jones, saying, don't forget, we'll be here at the intermission. Check us out Aloha and mahalo. And don't forget, show it in the groups that say we can't be there because we should be there. Aloha.